Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme WordPress tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're going to continue on with our Divi theme basics here, and we're going to explore the Blurb module. Now the Blurb module is awesome. You can make all kind of things with it. I've done a few here. You've got a sort of title section with an image. You've got some little text box sections with icons and obviously a bit of information there. You've got a sort of iconated list with a little hover effect there. And you've got another one with a large image title and a bit of text down there. And all these things can be done very easily with Divi's Blurb module. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'll go to a page that hasn't got this on it. Let's go to this one. And if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I love the Divi theme. I've literally made hundreds of sites with it. Just keeps getting more and more easy to use with more and more features. And if you'd like to take it for a test drive, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. So let's get started. Let's just enable the visual builder that'll let us build on the front end here. And let's just, I'm going to get rid of this whole row and we'll start from fresh. So I've got a section here. Well, let's just get rid of the section. Let's start with a new section. I'm going to add a new section with this little blue button right here. Add new section. I'm going to make it a regular section. And I'm going to have one column in our row here. And inside that column, I'm going to put our blurb module right there. And it comes as standard with a bit of dummy content in there and where your title goes and what have you. And you can set an image there, or if you don't want an image, you can change that to an icon by just flipping the little button on the Content tab, Image and Icon, Use Icon button, and it'll give you the choice of a whole bunch of icons here, Elegant Themes icons that come built in with the theme also. I'm going to turn that back off and use a little image. I want to put our little site logo right here. So what I'm going to do is just click on the image, add the image that I want. There it is. And that's way too large. I want this image about a third of that height probably. And the easiest way to do it is just with a bit of custom CSS if your image is too large. Obviously, if I'd been thinking about this, I would have uploaded an image that was the size that I wanted. But if you happen to do this and the image is way too big, just go to the Advanced tab, go to Custom CSS, scroll down until you find Blurb Image. Here it is. And I'm just going to give it a height and a width. So I'll say height, colon 150. And we'll give it a width of similar 150 pixels. There we go. That's a bit better. That's more in line with what I want. In fact, I can probably take that down to 100. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Like I say, if you put an image up there that's the correct height, you don't need to do any of this anyway. But I was just using a random image that I had. Okay, that's fine. And what I want to do is I want to centralize our text, make that title bigger and give it a color. And this, I really want it to stretch the whole width of the row here. So let's go to our Design tab. And what we'll do is we'll go down to Title Text. We'll do that one first. Go down to our Design tab, go down to Text. Let's centralize this. So you've got left align, center align, right align, and justify. That's where we want it, in the middle there. My title text I want a lot bigger, and I think I want it semi-bold or bold, something like that. I'm going to use the default font. By default, Divi comes with a huge amount of font types in there. but I'm just going to use the default. I'm going to change the weight to semi-bold. That's fine. And let's make it capitals. I want to make it blue. You can choose any color you want by just clicking on the color and finding the color, or just type in the hex code or paste it in. I want it considerably bigger than that. Something like that. There we go. That's fine. And like I say, I want this actual content to stretch. At the moment it's kind of boxed in the middle there. So to do that, we'll just close up our title text tab, go down to sizing. And what we're going to do is go content width. I'm going to bring that up. And as you can see, it's stretching out now, which is much more what I want. And you can say width. Instead of auto, I'm going to say 100%. I've just typed that in. And that'll mean that whatever size window it's on, it'll stretch the full width of the box content there. So that's fine. That's that first one done. Really easy to do. Nice little title section. Of course, you can have your image linking to stuff if you want to, and anything else. Any module can link to anything you want. Well, let's move on and let's make 3 little sections kind of like this with a colored background overlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another row, the little green icons for adding a row. This time I'm going to say 3 columns in our row. And again, I'm going to add a blurb section. Now I'm just going to do the first one, then I'll just copy it across. So this time I want an icon instead of the image there. Everything else I'm going to leave the same. Of course, you'd have content you wanted to put in there, and your title obviously. So let's go and put an icon in there. Really doesn't matter which one at this point. Okay, and let's give it a background color this time. I'll use this blue we've been using. And what I like to do is when we hover over it, I'd like that background to change color. So what I'm going to do, go up to where it says background here in the dark, hit the little arrow there, and it gives us 2 little buttons, a default, which will be blue where we want, and a hover. Click on the color and assign it a different color for when we hover on it. So default's going to be blue, hover is going to be orange. That's fine. Great, but our content's squished up against the sides, so we want to give it a little bit of padding to give it some breathing room there. And I also want to center that as well, I believe. Let's go to design, let's go to text, center the text. I'm going to make the text light in color. There we go. Title text I'm going to leave it as is, just as with up here. You can change it, do what you want with it there. Spacing, let's give it a bit of padding. I'm going to give all sides 20 pixels. Just put the 20 in, it'll put the px for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side. Same with left and right. There we go. We've got a bit of breathing space there, which is what we wanted. Fantastic. And I just want to change that icon color now to white as well. I think that's up the top. Icon. White. That's fine. And why not have a bit of fun and give it a bit of box shadow as well. So we'll scroll down to box shadow here. There we go. It just makes it stand out a little bit more. We could use that one. I think this one's fine. Okay, well, let's just save that. And I'm just going to copy it across 3 times. Hit the little, on the dark tab is for the module, the green tab is for the row, the blue tab is for the section itself. So we want the module. I'm going to go to the 2 little squares here, hit that and it will clone it. Drag it across, doesn't matter which one because they're both exactly the same. Clone it one more time, 2 squares, drag it across. There we go. And then you can just go in and change the content. All I'm going to do is I'll just change the icon. There we go. And you've got 3 little blurb modules there that will change color when you hover over them once I've saved it. Now if you happen to have different amounts of text in your little modules here, let's just add a bit of text to this one. You can make them all the same height simply with a bit of custom CSS. Just add a bit of text to this one. As you can see, that's made it a bit longer. And what you've got to kind of do is guess what that is. So I'd say that's 100, 200, 300, maybe 350 or 400 pixels. So let's try on this first one. We'll go into the edit cog. We're going to go to advanced and then custom CSS. Main element. And we'll give it a minimum height. min-height colon 400 pixels. Yeah, we could probably take that back a little bit, say 380. That's fine. And what we'll do is copy that and just simply place it in the other modules, and they will all be the same height. Advanced, custom CSS, main element. Same for this one. Advanced, custom CSS, main element. I'm just putting a semicolon after it in case you want to add some more CSS after that. And there we go. Although we've got different amounts of text in each one, we can even take some away or a bit away on this one. It'll still be exactly the same. You see, you've got different amounts of text in there, and yet the module height has remained exactly the same. So let's save that and just see what we've got going on here. I'm going to hit the little purple button, over to the green one to save, and we'll briefly exit the Visual Builder. And let's just make sure our hover effect works. Yep, that's fine. When we hover over, they're turning a different color. So this blurb module really is a useful little thing. So let's enable this again. And let's build a little list with icons using the blurb module. I'm going to go down. Let's add another row. Green button for row. And this time, let's make it 2 columns. And we'll add our blurb module, funnily enough. And there it is. It's put it straight in there. This time, we'll take some of this content away. Perhaps that much. Yeah, that's probably okay. And what we're going to do is, instead of using an image, we'll use an icon, but we're not going to have it on the top. We're going to have it to the left hand side here. So we just need to scroll down, image and icon, and we'll say use icon. And let's just grab a little icon to use here. It really doesn't matter which one. Okay, and it's placed it by default on the top. And that's not exactly where we want it. We want it on the left hand side there. So let's go to design, image and icon, image icon placement, top, left. Just put it on the left hand side. And if you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can enable this button here and just slide it up or down. At the moment it's 96 pixels, but you can make it bigger or smaller, however you want it. Actually, that was quite nice. The 108 pixels may be a bit much. I'm going to make it blue. What I want to do though is when we hover over the module, again, a bit like this, I'm going to have it change color. So if we put our mouse over the icon color, dark there, hit the little arrow, again it'll give us those two buttons, default and hover. Default we're going to leave as blue, hover we're going to use yellow or orange right here. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll make that blurb title a bit heavier. So let's go back to our design tab and to our title text. And I don't want it bigger, but I think I might make it bold. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I don't want to, well, I could make it all caps, I guess. But no, I think it was fine as it was. That's fine. So we're happy with that. And again, for expediency, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to copy this over a bunch of times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try that. And again, you can just go in and change the icon or your content, obviously, and your icon. Content tab, down to image and icon. Select whatever icon you happen to want or that's appropriate to the content that you're using there. I'll do one more and we'll call it a day with that one. That's fine. Okay, so we'll leave that as it is. And the other one that we're going to do here is, actually I've changed my mind. I think those icons look silly that big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that back down to where it was, about 96, wasn't it, from memory. If I just turn that one off. Yeah, that's good. It'll put it back how it was. I'm going to do that. I'm going to extend blurb styles to all of these so we don't have to do them individually. If I just scroll up so you can see. On the black tab, I'm going to right click. I'm going to extend blurb styles. Not throughout, not every blurb on this page, but just to everything in this column. Extend. There we go, and it's made those icons a bit more sensible again like that. That's fine. Okay, the next one we're going to do again is a blurb module, but we're going to use a larger image and just a little caption underneath. So let's put in our blurb. There we go. And don't want all that. I'd probably just have a little title and a something underneath, so I'm going to get rid of most of this. Again, I think I'll align this centrally, so text, center. Go back to our content and add the image that we want. I think I used that image last time. There we go. And there it is. It's simple as that, and it's effective, nice little large image there with a little caption underneath with whatever you want it to say underneath there. And of course, you can link this blurb to anywhere by just hitting the link module, and this goes for all the links, and tell it where it wants to go and what window, whether it wants to open in a new window or open in the same page here. Just paste your URL in there and off you go. So there you have it. There's several things you can do with the Blurb module. It's a great little feature and it really is fun. Let's just save this and look at it without the builder. Save. And we'll exit the Visual Builder. And there's what we've got. There's our three little hover overlay sections. There's our blurb sections, and when we hover over those, the little icons change color. Of course, you can make the title change color exactly the same way, or even the content if that's what you'd like to do. And there's our little image module with a little caption underneath. So that's Divi's Blurb module. Really handy little thing to use. So I hope you found that useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take a look down below. We've got some great free web development courses down there, as well as some premium courses with some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers. So do check it out. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.